Welcome to Unique Parenting. I am B Moise, and today I want to talk to you guys about procrastination and procrastination. I feel like procrastination is the question that I'm always answering, but parents still don't get it. Like they're still like, I don't understand. Why would you do this? Because if you don't procrastinate, all the additional stressors that comes with the discipline and taking things away and all these different things, they don't happen, so you would assume that a child could just not procrastinate. But unfortunately, it's a lot more complicated than that. It's complicated and simple at the same time. So I hope I can hopefully, make it more easily digestible and make you understand, or not make you, like, show you that a child that is procrastinating, they're not doing it because they're malicious in intent or they're bad kids or they're even lazy kids. It really is. Procrastinating is rewarding to the neurodivergent brain. So whenever something is rewarding, that brain is going to keep doing that thing. And that's just not the neurodivergent brain. That's just the brain in general. If it feels good to the brain, you're going to keep doing that thing. So the reason that, the atypical brain procrastinate is, so there's this pressure cooker that happens right before the task is due. So right before, the day before, the hour before, your brain releases this hormone. So your brain releases this adrenaline that helps you think clearly, and it helps you do the thing that you could not do before. So when a child sits down to do work, because it's always schoolwork, right? Like it's never like they procrastinate to get time off or to do something fun. It's always a task. So when a child is avoiding this particular task and they're like, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. And then right before the hour, the day, midnight, they have to turn this thing in, their brain goes into overdrive and it releases this hormone that helps them think more clearly. And that hormone also is very motivating because now they have access to a part of their brain that was just not available 2 days before. They just could not tap into that zone. So a kid will procrastinate because they're trying to get into that small window of moment where they can see clearly, they can think clearly, and all the information just flows. So that is rewarding. So now you're going to have a child that's going to procrastinate so they can tap into that zone, tap into that moment, so they can do that work where it's going to take them 20, 30 minutes, an hour, but it takes them less time than it would if they started 2-3 days earlier, where they could literally spend hours trying to get this thing done. So that's why kids procrastinate. That's why the neurodivergent brain procrastinate. We're literally waiting on that piece of thing that's going to motivate us, because otherwise, if we do it ahead of time, it's not rewarding. So that's one reason. Second, they get away with it. Like you get away with it. So because they got away with it, it's reinforcing. It's never the dire to the point of it didn't work. It always works. So because it works, it's reinforcing the behavior to do it over and over and over again. So I will create another video about, how to help a child not procrastinate and what are some steps you can do. But I really just wanted to talk about what procrastination is and why it's rewarding and why your child is doing it, even though it doesn't feel good to you and it's stressful and it's anxiety producing. But that anxiety helps that kid, individual, because adults procrastinate. I procrastinate. So for me, I need that pressure to do this thing at the last minute, because what I can accomplish in 20 minutes would take me 8 hours if my brain is just not in that space. So I just kind of wanted you to know that it is normal and happens more frequently than parents, I guess, think. If I have 50 clients, 49 of them are complaining about procrastination. So that's just to let you know that it is very common. You're not a bad parent if your child is doing it. All the stuff that you've put in place and all the, ways you're trying to figure out to work around it. If it's not working, it's not you, it's not your child, it is just their brain. So, we're going to talk about the neuroscience of procrastination another time, just to kind of, really unfold and unpack that, and what are some steps that you can do to really help your child. But I really wanted to just say that procrastination is normal. It happens and it's rewarding, and that is why your child is doing it over and over again. So I do want you guys to not forget to pick up my book, Our Neurodivergent Journey. It's on Amazon and anywhere else that you can purchase book. But in the meantime, I want you all to enjoy your unique parenting journey with your unique child.